Hi everyone, good morning and good evening to all. Thanks for joining. Let us start our today's session. So in our yesterday session, we have seen connected lookup, unconnected lookup, and all the lookup concept. We do have lookup catch. Kindly complete all the lookup sessions. So lookup catch, we will see separately. So before that, we will try to complete the remaining transformations. The next transformation is transaction control transformation. Okay. The transaction control transformation is very rarely used transformation in Informatica as well as IICS. But whenever we want to create a dynamic file in target, okay, so dynamic file in target, then you can go for transaction control transformation. So this transaction control transformation is active and connected. So we know already in SQL we have different language, right? So TCL, DCL, all this different language. So TCL is nothing but it's a transaction control language. In SQL, we do have commit and rollback. If you take Oracle database, whenever we are executing any DML operations, we have to commit it. Otherwise, it will not be saved permanently. The same way in Informatica, we have the transaction control transformation. By using this transformation, we can perform these logics. Okay. So what is this? So we can have transaction control commit before. These 5 operations we can do. What is that? I will tell you. So transaction control commit after, rollback before, rollback after, continue transaction. So what is this? So if you take these, if you take, for an example, you have in the source, you have some data. Okay, you assume that we have some data. Your source team is sending you some file or table or anything. The target, you have to create a file every 10 records or every 5 records. We have to create a file. You assume that 5 is one number, just one example on number I'm saying, but you assume that every 5 records we need to create a file. Okay, every 5 records we have to create a file. So this is a requirement. So this is a requirement. You assume that every 5 record we need to create a file in the target dynamic file, all the record. So you may get today some ID, tomorrow you may get a different ID, but every 5 records we have to create a file. Okay, we have to segregate the data based on the number of records. So 5 is the number. You can have any number. So for this, what we are going to do, so just I'm going to create a sequence number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, same sequence I'm going to repeat it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this way, I'm just repeating. Okay, here just I have created sequence of numbers. That's it. But the thing is, whenever I'm encountering 5, okay, 5, you can go for commit after. So if you are encountering 5, you can say sequence equal to 5, then commit after. Commit after means after this number, it will be committed. It will go to one particular file. Again, it will start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 it is encountering. It will go for commit after. If you are encountering 5, you can make commit after. If you are encountering 1 here, if you are encountering 1, then it's a correct way. If you are encountering 1 here, so you can go for commit before. Commit before means it will create a file. Okay, you are encountering one here. It will create commit before. See, commit before means these records will be available in the file. Rollback before means these records will not be available. Rollback after means after this one, all this will be rolled back. Okay, so if you want the record in the file, you can go for commit before or after. If you do not want to have the record in the file, you can go for rollback. But in this scenario, we want the record, we'll go for commit before. If you are encountering one, you can go for commit before. So if you are encountering any other number, we can go for OK 2, then continue transaction, continue transaction, continue transaction, continue. That means all this record will go to the same file. Okay, so this scenario, if I want to achieve, then I can go for transaction control. Okay, you assume that see, we got one requirement. Okay, our customer is sending the file to us. Our source team will send the file to us. So every time we will have some different product IDs. Data will have different product IDs. So today they'll be sending one file. It contains some different product ID. Tomorrow they are going to send different file. It will contain a different product IDs, the same product IDs. Okay, different product IDs. See, if I have the product IDs here, say for an example, I have the product ID some 100. Okay, assume that product ID 100, product ID 100, product ID 101. So I'm getting some different product IDs here. That's it. Okay, it's 102, 101. The record I'm getting in this way. 103, 104. So this way I'm getting the records. So today I'm getting these product IDs. You assume that there are some 4 different product IDs I'm getting. Okay, you will be getting millions of record within these product IDs. I have to segregate the data to a different file based on the product IDs. So in this case, what we are going to do, we are going to order this particular record based on the ascending order or descending order. Okay, so all the 100, we are going to make it in one group like this. Okay, all the 100. This way you assume that, okay, all the 101, we are making this way, 101, 102, yes, 2 this way, 103, this way, 103, 104. You assume that this is the record we have. So this way we have done with ascending order or descending order. Any order you can make. Then, so in IICS, it's very simple. You just order it. You take this column. Okay. If any changes in the column data, then, okay, so you will have one option. Any change in the column data, you can go for commit before. Commit before. That means any changes. Yes, any changes. 10 here, 100, but here 100, 101, right? Then if you have this way, commit before, it will go onto one file. Okay, again the same way, commit before, commit before, commit before. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different file will be created in the target. Okay, the same way, if I'm getting data based on the country wise data, I want to segregate the data. This way we can go for. So 5 different operations. So this is the way we can go for transaction control transformation. I hope you are clear. So we will do it here. I will go to this particular table. So you remember we have taken this table for one of the router transformation, right? So here we have, see how many countries we have. These many countries file I have to segregate. Based on the country, I have to segregate the employees. I'm not sure how many countries are there, how many distinct countries are there, but I have to segregate the data. So how can I do it? So I have to go for transaction control. I will go to data integration. So here I will go to new. I will create a new mapping. Just to create a new mapping here. So this is source. I can create a source. Source, I'm going to have the same table, employees underscore departments table. Sorry, employees underscore countries table. So this is the table, right? This table I'm going to take. source table. So in IICS, it's very, very easy. Transaction control is very, very easy. Okay, I can go to next one. Based on the country, I have to order it. I'll go for sorter transformation. So here I will use sorter. I will sort the data based on the country. Okay, just to go to sorter here based on the country, you can sort it. Ascending order, yes, I can sort. Then here I can bring transaction control. Okay, just you can take the transaction control here. If you see this transaction control, you can go to transaction control here. If field value changes, okay, if field value changes, which field? The country field, right? If country field value changes, commit before, else continue transaction. You'll be seeing different options here, right? As you can see here, all the 5 different options you are seeing here, right? So based on this, and we can do, okay? So normally do the sorting algorithm in sorter transformation, okay? Okay, so we can go to advanced. If you want to test it in a source, if you want to test it, yes, you can test it, no issues. So from the source itself, but check the performance, okay? So how the performance will be. So we have to consider the performance also. So target, I'm going to take a file, right? So where I'm going to create a file. So here I'm going to create a file. And I'm going to create a file dynamically. So the name of the file should be dynamic one. Create new at runtime. So what is the file name? So I want to make a dynamic file name here. And whenever I want to create, see normally in Informatica Power Center, we have to bring file name column. But here you can go for this way, right? Yes, you can go this way. So if you want to make uppercase, lowercase, yes, you have to, before that you have to handle it. Okay, before coming the data, you have to handle it. Okay. So here I'm going for expression. I'm going to write. So what is the data format you want? T underscore target flat file underscore country underscore. Okay, this is hard coded value. Concatenation. I'll get this country. This country incarnation dot single quotes dot CSV single quotes. So whatever the country I'm getting, so that country data will be available here, validate. So if you are bringing any file name column from expression, if you do not want to bring that column into this inside the file, you can enable this exclude dynamic file name field. So you can, if you want to exclude, yes, you can exclude from this, but we are not bringing any file name column from the source. Click on OK. And yeah, you can go to field mapping. Nothing will be there here. See all this you want to have, right? Yes. So this is what. See, sometimes if I got one question from one of you. So I'm creating a dynamic file, but one extra column, I have to remove it. So where to remove? So you have to remove from here. Okay, incoming field, right? If you do not want any field, remove the field from here. I have already explained. So in the field, if you are excluding it, then you will not get the field from here. Okay, I will show you if you want. So this is the field. Okay, so here you can go with m underscore transaction control dynamic file creation. Save this. So valid now. I can go and run it. Just to run this, if you see this is the file, right? Okay, source, can go to source files. This is the file. It will create the file here. It should create the file here. See how many countries are there. See, all the files are CSV files, right? So you can open it. Open with. Okay, you are getting double quotes, right? You're getting double quotes. All the character columns, you are getting double quotes. If you want to remove it, yes, you can remove. But this is the way we can create the file. Clear? But for an example, I do not want commission percentage column and I do not want this quotes, double quotes. How can I make it? I'll go here, open this, go to target, formatting options, remove this double quotes, get delimited file and incoming field, named field, configure. I want all the field except this commission percentage. So go to field mapping. Do we have commission percentage now? No, right? So only these columns. If you do not want any columns in the file, this is what you have to remove it. Okay. If you want to make uppercase, lowercase, yes, you have to go for. You have to make it like a expression transformation. You have to use it before. So it will overwrite the file. See here. So it has been updated. You cannot see this commission percentage column here. And you are seeing all this data without double quotes. And you are seeing all this data correctly, right? Are you getting it? I hope you are clear. Every time, say for an example, today the file is creating, you want underscore today's date. So on the dynamic file name, you have to put date column as well. Okay, so date column, how to create, I have already explained. Okay, how to create a date column. So how to create a file with the date, that I have already explained. So kindly test it by yourself. Okay. If you have data in both lower and uppercase, we have to make the expression transformation. You have to handle it. While creating a target object at runtime, I found there are many changes in the data types. So where the data type changes? See, this is the flat file, right? There won't be any data types. So all are like a string only. Most of them are string only. So this is the field, right? See here. So this is the data type. And where we specified runtime file creation path. I think you are joining late. You have joined late. See, these concept and all, file creation names and all, I have already explained, right? And this one we have already seen dynamic file creation in the target as a flat file exercise itself, very beginning of our session, right? So you should have completed this kind of target flat file with the date and all this. You should have completed exercises before. I have given exercise also. Okay, so this is what you have to provide your dynamic file name. Are you getting it? So here we will mention dynamic file name, right? Create a new at runtime. You have to provide the file name here. Okay. So this is what you have to use transaction control transformation. If you are getting country as both uppercase, lowercase, then you have to use here on expression logic. That's it. So use expression logic and then make uppercase, lowercase based on that column. You create the transaction control. Clear? Any questions on transaction control? It's very simple in IICS. If it is Informatica Power Center, then we have to create one flagging column. Then we have to, in expression, we have to go for variable port. All this we have to create. But in IICS, it's very, very simple. So this is what we have to do. What will happen if we keep target as Oracle? This example is for dynamic file. Or if you make target as Oracle, it will fail. Okay. This is for dynamic file creation. We have taken this scenario and we have implemented. And this is for dynamic target file. So make this as an exercise. Okay, this one. You take source data and make it like a every 5 record or every 10 records. You have to make it this way. So what is the use case of rollback before, rollback after? That's what I told already. Rollback before means if you do not want to have this data in the file, then roll back. Okay, as per your requirement. Some conditions, you are making some conditions. Based on the conditions, okay, if this condition met, if you are looking for, okay, these data should not be available in the file, then you can go for rollback before. Okay, so any situation if you are getting in that way, but mostly we will use this scenario for dynamic file creation for this transaction control. Okay. So if you want to create file with dates, yes, in the dynamic file name, you have to provide the date column. Okay, I will go to next transformation. The next transformation is normalizer. See, the normalizer also we will use very rarely. Okay. For an example, in your real-time project, if you are getting the data from mainframe vsam files, you assume that this is one of the source data, mainframe vsam file. Okay. This is one of the file format. So this will be on denormalized format. So with the levels, you'll be having the data, but this is very rare scenario. We may get the data from this mainframe. So if you are getting any data from mainframe vsam file, it will be a denormalized one. How can I read this file? To take source, after the source, you have to use normalizer transformation to normalize the data into a hierarchy, a relational format. If you want to change this vsam file format to our relational format, you have to use normalizer to normalize. So this is what we will use the normalizer in real-time project, but this is very rare scenario only. Okay, very, very rare. We will use this normalizer transformation. But this one normalizer, whenever I want to do I want to transpose the data. Say for an example, this particular data, if you are taking, it is similar to Informatica Power Center. If you are taking this particular data, so you create this table. Okay, so this type of question they will ask in interview, most of them. I will also ask you the same question. We have student ID, student name, mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, marks we have. Okay, we have many students list. We assume that each and every students, I have to find out total marks. Okay, so total marks I have to find out. Average mark I have to find out here. Average mark. So what is the transformation I can use? Total marks and average marks. So pivot operation in SQL. Okay. In Informatica, it's a transpose pivot. So total mark I want and average mark I want. Okay. So you have to use expression transformation. Correct. You have to use expression transformation here, right? Yes, you have to use expression transformation. So in our expression also I have given exercise. So you should have completed. And shall we add target table, a column in runtime? Target table column in runtime and insert data in that column. Oh, you want a target table. Why you want target table? target table column. Target table, you know already, right? This is the target table. Why you want one more column there? See, if you are taking any table here, this is the target table. You want one more column here to mention this table name? I'm not able to understand your question. Shall we add a target table column in runtime and insert the data into that column? Okay, so kindly rephrase your question. You are asking source table name or source file name. You want to add it in the target. How to dynamically add a column? Why you want to add a column in dynamically? Any scenarios? At runtime, why you want to add column in the runtime? If you want to handle it, you have to handle by using stored procedure or using SQL transformation, not here. Okay, you have to write some stored procedure for that. So dynamic column, why you want to write it? So it's a table, right? Why you want to write dynamic column? So every day we are going to make the table structure differently. In that case, if you want to have a different table structure every time, then you have to go for stored procedure. You have to call some stored procedure. That's it. Not in this table, in this dynamic. So you cannot write any here. You have to dynamically write the table. Parameter you have to pass. So what is the column you are going to create? So create table name. So all this should be passed as the column name. Everything should be passed in the runtime as a parameter. Okay. So you can achieve this by using SQL transformation or stored procedure transformation. But in IICS, both in the same one single transformation, that is SQL. Okay, so while taking SQL, just to try that option. Before going to normalizer, do you have any other doubt in this transaction control? Transaction control is to create a file in the target, dynamic file in the target. Okay, it will not create a table. If you want to create a table in the runtime, you have to use SQL transformation. That is different. Okay, so let me continue the normalizer. So here normalizer, this is what we can go for expression transformation, right? But I want to know what is the maximum mark in mathematics. What is the transformation I can use? Maximum mark in mathematics. So I can use aggregator. Yes. So who got maximum mark in mathematics? Who got maximum mark in physics? I want to know. So in that way. Okay. Maximum mark in mathematics. I want to go for this record. I have to take. Which transformation we can use? We have already seen this type of transformation before. Okay, so that's what they will ask you in interview. Okay, you have to use rank transformation, not aggregator. Okay, please. So they will ask this type of question in interview. So what is the transformation we have to use to take highest students? Okay, based on mathematics mark or highest high scored student in mathematics. Then you have to take entire record. But most of them will answer like I will go for aggregator. See, if you are using aggregator, so this record, instead of this value, you will get this value. Okay, so instead of getting this record, you will get this record. But 98 is correct, but this value is wrong. Okay, so we have to use different question they will ask. See, row level addition, you have to use sorter, sorry, expression. The column level summation, you have to use aggregator. Column level highest value with row the entire data, and you have to go for rank. But my question is here. So if for each and every student, we have to take highest mark and their subject. So if you take this Arun, highest mark in chemistry and the mark is 94. So this one I have to take. Okay. So I have given the table creation here. So just to create the table and do it. Okay. You can use this table creation and you can create this table and you can insert the data in the source. But I want to take row level highest value and the column name. Is it possible by using any transformation directly? Row level highest and their column name. So how will you make in SQL? I have to take row level highest, this one. How will you take in SQL? Any idea? Greatest will give you only this value. That's it. See, greatest, if you are taking greatest of mathematics, comma, physics, comma, chemistry, comma, biology, it will give you only. Okay, for an example, here I have any numeric column. Yes, if we are using greatest of salary, comma, department underscore ID. Okay, if you are giving this way, based on the 2 column values or 3 column values, which one is the greatest value it will give you. But I want which column it is. See, greatest value is 4,400. What is that column? I have to make it like salary column. Okay, salary I want to get here, the column name. Okay, you can go for list actually. List is one of the one more function called list. If you are using list, it will give you the lowest value of 2 columns, 2 columns, 3 columns, any column you can go for. Okay, but how can I take the column name? See, you have to use pivot operations, or you have to use case statement to flatten the table, and you have to take it. Okay, case statement use to flatten the table, and you assign some value 1, 2, 3, 4, and if it is 1, you can make it like mathematics column number 1. You can make it like mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology in that way. Same concept we can do here. Okay, if you are using normalizer, if you are giving this data, it will transpose this data to this format. See here, this format it will transpose. So I'm giving this data here. I want to transpose the data. See here, I have one record. I'm going for a multiple records here. Okay, 4 records. So it will take 1000 Arun 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have to give occurrence equal to 4 in normalizer. Occurrence 4 means, yes, you can go for 4 times. It will make. How many record it will create? 4 into 4. You can go for 16 record it will create. Okay, 4 into 4. You can go for 16 records it will create. So this is the output of normalizer. This is output of normalizer. But what is these 2 column extra? See, we have 2 columns extra, GKID, GCID. GK means generated key value. So whenever you are creating a record, if you want to have sequence of numbers, yes, it will create the sequence of numbers here. And the column ID, which column it is. Say for an example, this is column ID 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is what it will create. It will give you column ID 1, 2, 3, 4. We can find, okay, if it is 3 means the third column, 1, 2, 3, chemistry. That we can take it here. Okay. If I want to transpose the data from here to here, then you can use normalizer. You can use normalizer column. If you have a lot of columns, same procedure. Okay, so what is the column you want to transpose? So same procedure you have to use. Which column you have to transpose, right? So that's a scenario you have to go for this normalizer. See, these 4 columns you have to transpose, right? We have to make it like occurrence equal to 4. If you're having lot of columns, occurrence equal to those many columns. That's it. It will change it this way. It will transpose the data in this way. And then I want to take this record output based on the marks. See here, based on the mark, highest mark for each student I have to take. So what is the transformation I have to use? Highest mark for each student I have to take. After transposing the data, which transformation I have to use to take this highlighted records? So we have to take a rank transformation. Very correct. Okay. After rank, so this record will be taken. Okay. How can I find? Okay, if it is 3, which column it is? 1, 2, 3, chemistry. If it is 1, I have to make it like mathematics. 4, biology. Then 2 is nothing but physics. See, based on this number, I have to assign this column name. Which transformation I have to use? Any idea? And what is the function I have to use? If it is 3, I have to make it like, what is the function I have to use? Decode. Yes, clear. So decode function we have to use. We are decoding. One means we are decoding with mathematics. 2 means physics. 3 means chemistry. 4 will be decoded as biology. So this way you have to do. See, we are taking one scenario and we are implementing this normalizer. But normalizer transformation, we can go for the mostly 2 purpose. One is transposing the data, and another one is whenever you are getting the data from vsum file. So that's what you can go for normalizer. Okay, so 1 minute I will show you. Normalizer, how the normalizer will be. If you take this normalizer, see, this is what normalizer will perform. Okay, normalized field, all this. So vsum file you'll be having. See, these are all the columns I will show you while taking. See, generated key value, it's a sequence of numbers it will make. Okay, value for normalized data. So if you want to do the normalization, yes, gk underscore number, you'll be getting, it's a sequence of number, it will be generated. So if you want to increment the sequence of number, you have to create a mapping task. If you don't create a mapping task, next time it will not be incremented. Okay. So these are all the options I will show you. But I'm checking whether we have the normalizer, any example for the vsum files. Okay, this is something like, yeah, same thing I have explained, right? We have the store number, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4, and year-wise data. So if you want to transpose this data, we can go for this way. And after this, yes, you can get whatever we want to. We want to go for highest value in the particular quarter. Okay. See here, sales by store. We can make this way. They are making some additions. Okay, they are making some additions here, and they are finding. Okay, it's the highest you can take, or you can make some. See, all this you can make some here. This one. Okay, sum of this value group by this one. So you can take, if you're taking aggregator, then it will give you this result, right? The aggregate function we are using. So this is different scenario. Okay, so we will have one option. Okay, so here we do not have, but we have option to take data from vsum files. So if you are getting anything from sorry, 1 minute. Same thing. Okay, so if you go for VSAM, okay, I will show you some related to this VSAM. So how can I take VSAM? VSAM is nothing but this is the one. If you want to get the COBOL source, you can go for this VSAM. It is denormalized data. If you want to normalize it, yes, you can go for this one. Okay, it's one of the file format. That's it. So if you see this, yeah, this is same thing they have mentioned. Level is nothing but the VSAM file. You can find levels. Okay, here also it is not there, I think. Yeah, if you see this, see this is the VSAM normalizer. Okay, this is one of the format. That's it. Okay, it's a file from IBM mainframe operating system. We may get the data in this format. It's like a level, a 0, 1, 0, 3, this level, like a hierarchy we have the right. The same way here also we'll have. And if you see this, this is the file format. Sales file, VSAM file, source file, you'll be getting this way. And these are all like a levels. Level 1, 2, 3, 4, like this you are seeing, right? This level automatically it will take. Then we have to use normalizer to take this column into next level. Okay, this way you have to take in Informatica Power Center as well as IICS also. Okay, so if you are getting anything related to VSAM, then you have to go for this one. But here we will take this table as a source. We will take this table as source. I will give you this other data. Okay, so I have already created one table, but these scenarios we will use very rarely, but they will ask you in the interview this this value I want to go for row level addition. Yes, you can go for expression. Okay, column level summation. Then you have to go for aggregator. Column level highest value. Then you have to go for rank. Okay, this row level highest value with column name. In SQL it is pivot or case statement flatten the table and you can do it. Or in Informatica you can go for the normalizer. I'm going to take this table as source and I'm going to take this table as target. So I will make this table as truncate table name. You can see here, and I'm going to take it in the, I'm going to create, sorry, new mapping. Okay. So I'm going to create a new mapping m underscore normalizer. Okay. So I'm going to create as a normalizer source. So I can take the source here. So m underscore normalizer transformation. Source I will take. Oh, I think the account has expired. I think so. I'm not getting any source and target, right? Connections I'm not getting. Runtime environment, we will check it. It's up and running. I think 30 days we. Okay, let me check it one more time. Why I'm not getting source and target? M underscore normalizer. Go to source. Yeah, this time I'm getting. Sometimes it is happening. Okay, maybe the connection, network connection to the cloud. So I'm taking this student table, source table. Since it is transposing the data, you cannot drag and drop the column to normalizer. Okay, so you cannot drag and drop the column to normalizer. See, this is the normalizer I'm going with. I will open this one and you can see incoming field. See, incoming field, you are getting this field, right? A normalized field. See, this normalized field, we have to create it. Okay, so create, select from incoming field. Yes, you can select student ID, student name, and you can go for this one. And instead of maths, I'm giving like a marks. Okay, this occurrence we have to give. So 4. See, if you are giving occurrence as 4, automatically it will create GCID with 1, 2, 3, 4. GK marks, it will create automatically. So GK is nothing but it's a sequence of number. That's why 19 digit big integer will be assigned. Student ID, student name, and marks. See, remember in normalizer, we will have only 2 different data types. Okay, other data types, it will not be available. Any other data type, if you want to have, you have to convert other data type into string and you have to pass it to the normalizer. After normalizer, again, you have to change it by using expression. Okay. Student table, you have data birth column. Before normalizer, you have to change it. So field mapping, yes, you have to change student ID to student ID, student name, and mathematics to marks 1. So this way we have to do the field mapping. Okay. So this is the way we will have normalizer. If you see this target, go to the target here. I will take this target table. This is the target table. I'm going to give truncate target table options and field mapping. I can take student ID, student name, and highest mark. Yes, I can give this one. What is subject? One extra column I have created in the target, but this column is not coming from the source. I have to create it. See, GCID, GK marks. This column value will be generated as null value as of now. Since I'm not creating a mapping task for this, next time also GK value we will be starting from 1 only. It will not get incremented. Okay. If you want to increment the values, then you have to create a mapping task. See, 16 records. From source, we have 4 records. is getting increment, in the increased number of record is getting increased, right? So you can see here how the data will be created. So one record in source, 4 record in target, 4 times is getting here. But I want to take this column, right? This record output. Based on this GCID, we have to define the what is the subject here. How can I make this is the normalizer output? Clear? See there we have used here we have used if you want to sum all this value, yes, you can put summation of all this value. You can take group by this one. We'll take summation. The last record it will be placed, right? So that's what we have seen in this example, the previous one. But here we are taking the highest one. So highest marks for each student, right? So I can go here. I will use after normalizer, I will use rank. Okay. So I will use rank transformation. Rank on marks, top one, group by student ID, right? Yes. So after this mark, we have to go for the expression transformation. Yes. We have to use expression here. See, if it is Informatica Power Center, in rank itself, you can create an expression. But here in IICS, we have to do by using expression only. You can go for expression here. You create one more field called O underscore subject. Then go for subject. You can go for maximum characters. Configure. Then use decode function. So how do I know all this function? Yes, you have to go for built-in function. You can check decode of GCID. It is one matrix. Okay. Comma 2, nothing but physics. If it is 3, you can go for 3 means it's a chemistry. It is 4 to give biology. Okay. So this way you have to use validate. Click on OK. Save this. Then go for field mapping. The target. Go to field mapping. Here we should not forget, right? We should take this field mapping. Where is this? Subject, yes, to this one. We have already used rank to rank it, and then we are getting this one. So this time also GK value we will get same. I hope you are clear. Based on the requirement, we have to use the transformations. Okay. See here we have used only normalizer, but in this scenario we have to use rank and expression. See, based on our scenario, we have to use the transformation. That's it. So if you see this, see here, the correct data we got it. So based on the GCID. But GKID again, it is creating from 1 to 16 only. But these two transformation very rarely used. So what is the use of normalizer? The normalizer is transposing the data, and we are getting the data from vsum file. So even vsum file is very, very rare scenario. So you will not have it actually, but very rare scenario you may get it. Okay. So any questions on these two transformations? I will send you the exercise for this. Okay. So I will send you this exercise. If you see this, you can take the product ID, product name. I have the store wise data here. I have to transpose. And if you want to get the total sales value, yes, you can get the total sales value also. Okay. So this way I want to go for total sales, but I do not want total sales. If you want to get total sales, yes, you can put the expression itself, why you want to transpose. But here, I want to get the store ID. Which store is the highest sales value? That store I want to take for each some quarter I have to take. So that way you assume that, okay? So this is the way you can use this normalizer transformation. Okay. So if you have any questions, please raise hands. I will unmute. You can ask the questions.
I have a small question in transaction control.
Mhm.
There we are using commit before and commit after, right? If in case commit before mean, if in case we have a value like India, 1, 2, 3, India has a 5 times and US like a 5 times. So if we are, the new value is coming, right? Then we are mentioning as commit before. It means the last
go to the new
5,
file.
Yeah, in the new file, it has the 5 India values or only 4 values only. Commit before if you are using.
See, you are encountering changes, right? So you are
Yeah.
getting, I got your question. See, if you're having India, you're having India here, right? Okay. So India. So, and then you are getting another country. Assume that,
Yes.
okay?
Okay.
Sorry, 1 minute. So this way you are asking, see whether it will go to the new file. See, which one you are informing to Informatica that this is the field value, right? This is the field value. If field value changes, you are informing.
Yeah.
It will check one by one. On field value changes, yes, it will go to one file. It will create a one file. And then it will take this one. No changes, right? No changes mean this record will go to the file, same file. No changes, it will go to one file. Field value changes, yes. Field value changing, right? Then you are committing. Okay, you can assume that you are informing IICS that okay, you up to here you committed, right?
Okay.
This is the changes, not this one.
Okay. In
You
this
are
scenario, we are
getting
using
this
commit
record.
before.
Yes. If you use commit after, what will happen? This record also will go to this file.
Okay.
Yeah.
Canada first record. But in the same scenario, like if we are using a rollback before and rollback after, like what is the use?
That's what I told. Rollback means what?
Revert back the changes.
Yeah, here those record will not be available in the file. You just create one file, okay, with rollback before.
Sure.
Check what is there in the file.
Sure.
Nothing will be there in the file. You are rolling back. Whatever the data we are inserting, you are rolling back.
Yes, rolling back I can understand, but before and after, what is the use? That's why I'm asking.
That's what. See, that's what I have explained before and after. What is this?
For in rollback, anyway we are rolling back.
Rollback also. What is this? Rollback also before and after is same concept, right? Which one you are encountering? Before or after? That's it.
Okay, sure. I will try it from mine and I will get a clarity on that.
Okay. Any other questions from others?
Hello, Chandra.
Yeah. Main purpose of transaction control is to create dynamic file, not a dynamic table. If you want to create a dynamic table, as I told, you have to use SQL transformation stored procedure. Okay.
Yeah, Chandra. So my question is from yesterday's exercise, unconnected lookup one. So in the exercise, you have given a flat file to look up from where you have to read 2 columns actually, not one. That is account name and account number. So how can we concatenate 2 columns from a file if you want to take 2 columns?
Sorry, 1 minute. Whether we are concatenating data from the file?
Yeah, actually in the output, we are expecting to get 2 columns from the flat file, the lookup flat file.
This one you are asking?
Yeah, correct. So in the lookup, in the output, you can see that it is asking for account name and account number both.
Yeah. Okay. See, this is the
So,
account number.
yeah,
This is account name.
yeah. So if it is a flat file, then how can we concatenate two columns? Because unconnected lookup will return one port only.
No, we are not concatenating here, right? Just two columns, separate column only we are taking.
No, like when we go for unconnected lookup, we get
You
only
have to
one lookup.
you have to use two lookups.
Okay. Okay. So is there any other workaround other than using two unconnected lookups?
No, it's a file, right?
Yeah.
You have to use two lookups.
Okay. So
Okay.
to read single file also, we need to use two lookups.
No, it's an unconnected lookup, right? You can take only one return port.
Yeah.
Since
Yeah.
it is a lookup is a file, you have to use
Mhm.
two lookup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it
Yeah.
is a
So
table, yes, you can use concatenate function to concatenate. But if it is a flat file, you cannot do it.
okay. So just I was exploring the options. So on the internet, I got one option like you can change the delimiter. So is that possible? Like we can change the delimiter for the
No.
options?
If the file itself, they have to change it, right? File, you will not change it.
Okay,
See,
sir.
if you are getting the file, the delimiter, if comma, then these two columns combined with some other delimiter, yes, it's similar to whatever I have explained, but they won't give in that format, right? So they will
Yeah,
give
correct.
with only delimiter, some different delimiter. So we have to
Yeah.
use two different lookups,
Okay.
two different unconnected lookup.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, you got it right.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, if it is a table, then we can combine by using some SQL queries. But if it is a flat file, you cannot do it.
Yes. Correct. Okay.
Okay, here we have to use I think some function we have to use substring in string, right? We have to
Yes.
use
Yes.
to get it
Yes, Chandra.
this way.
Yes.
Yeah. Any other questions? In unconnected lookup, I have a question. How the value is passed from expression to lookup? Okay, I think have you have you worked unconnected lookup in Informatica or IICS? Have you worked? See, you assume that this is one of the address. Okay, this is one of the address. One house is there. Okay, you are standing here. Okay, you are standing here. You are informing the house number is 102 here. Okay, you are informing here. Go to unconnected lookup, :LKP, unconnected one. Okay, this lookup name, street name, you assume that some lookup name we are mentioning. So what is the field we are taking from here? It is lookup field, right? :LKP dot lookup name you are mentioning here, right? Where it will go? Whether it will go here or here. Why you are mentioning the address? If you take postal code, will you go here or here? If it is unconnected lookup one, this is unconnected lookup one. This is unconnected lookup two. You tell me, Magesh, where will you go? I'm mentioning :LKP dot unconnected lookup one. I'm mentioning here. So where will you go? Whether you will go to U1 or U2, you will go to U1, right? Yes. You take some ID here. You are taking some ID 20. This 20 will be passed to input field here, right? Input field 20. 20 is already there. You are taking the department name. You assume that HR. Okay, department is HR. You are making it HR or anything, whatever the name you are taking. Then what you are mentioning here, return. Return this column. Where it will be returned? You tell me. Where it will be returned? We have mentioned return here, right? Whether it will go to return here or any other field here. So here you have another lookup, colon LKP dot lookup to something like you are passing 20. Now you tell me, you are mentioning here return, whether it will be returned to the first one or second one. It will be returned to first one only, right? Are you getting it now? Magesh, are you getting it? Are you doing daily exercises? Are you sending me the exercise sheet? Magesh, are you there? Pass by value, pass by reference and all, it is not there here. Are you from any programming background? Pass by reference, pass by why you are confusing with that? This is pass by reference. Okay, you are passing by reference only, right? What is meant by pass by reference, pass by value? I do not know. Are you comparing Informatica with programming language? Okay, so I have explained this concept. This is what it will be returned. Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah. Hi, Chandra.
Hmm?
So I just want to ask you, like, if you are creating a dynamic target object, right?
That's a table you
So
want to create.
yes, I wanted to create as a relational table.
Mhm.
So that time, like, there were many changes in the data types, like in the date fields. So
That is
can
what.
we?
See, that is what you have to handle it.
Yeah,
We store the procedure.
okay,
Dynamic stored procedure, you have to create it. You know dynamic
okay.
SQL?
Can't we? Yes.
Yeah, that is what you have to create it. But
No, can't we?
Informatica cannot be created.
Okay, can't we use expression to handle those?
Yeah, that's what. If you want to create it, how will you pass that column here? How will you pass the column in expression? Expression,
No,
how will you create this
no,
column?
I'm asking like in general, not here.
In general only I'm asking, how will you create the field name? Field name will be the column name in the target, right?
Mm.
This field name, how can I create as a parameter? That's what I told you have to use SQL transformation or stored procedure. Okay.
Not this one, Chandra. I'm saying that if you are going to create a target object at runtime,
Okay.
so I wanted to create a relational table. So we are
Yeah.
creating,
See,
we
that's
can
what I'm
create it.
telling, that you can create it by using expression, but column name you cannot change it runtime. Okay. You are getting it not?
Yes,
Daily you are going to change the column name.
no. I'm not asking this question. In general, if I wanted to create some table at runtime, not this object only. I'm saying some other object in target I'm creating. Suppose if there is some other logic I'm implementing, I'm putting some aggregator and I'm creating a target in runtime. My target would be a relational table. Okay, so at runtime, when I'm trying to create this target in runtime, I found that there are many data type changes in the target. After creating the target as a table, I found so many data type changes because like my data got something like what I expect in the target that was
No, no,
not
no. What
coming.
is the data type change? You tell me what is the data type change you're getting.
See, if I take a date column, right? See, if you take some employee
That's
table,
what I'm telling. You have to define the data and what is the format you want to get here. So that you have to define in the target field. Okay. Whatever the field you are mentioning here, that's what it will create. Got it?
yes, but we are creating a target at runtime. It's a
No,
dynamic target
see, that's
object.
what I'm not sure. I have explained this. You have to check it.
Okay,
Okay. So
so
you
this is
check the
the
field. See, this is the field
okay,
name. This is the field
okay.
table. You have to create it. Okay.
Mhm.
We can create a target table at runtime. I have already explained this. Okay, I have already explained this runtime table creation. I have already explained. I'm not
This
sure
is the
whether
first
you have
class. No, this is my first class.
Chandra,
That's it.
your first
open
class.
the,
Yeah.
Okay, so
Chandra, can you please open the target fields tab once?
Mhm.
It means whatever the data types here, the same data types are going to be there in the runtime table while it
yes,
is creating.
correct. Yes.
Okay. Got it.
So have you any? I'm wondering whether you have completed previous exercises or not.
Yeah, I checked that, but I didn't check the data types. Whether what type of data types it is creating. So just he asked that question, right? So that's why I'm confirming you. I'm
Yeah.
confirming on that.
Okay. Yeah. So these things and all you just create it, just a trial and error basis. You do it. Okay. You can able to know all this. Okay. See what is the table? What is the connection you are making here? It is Oracle, right? Yes. Based on the Oracle database, automatically you will get data type here. Okay. If it is Teradata, then automatically you will get different data types. So IICS, based on the connections, it will create the data types here. It's based on the target which you are selecting. Based on that, it will choose the data type here. If you do not want this double, you want to change it, go to options, edit metadata. These things you have to do it. Okay, what data type you want, you have to do it, right? See, we know already these concept and all I have taken already. Decimal, I want to make it, yes, you put it like decimal. You want to have the some decimal point, yes, you put this way, you create this table runtime, you check it whether it is creating or not with this data type. Okay. Yeah, yes, I have already explained this. Yeah, we are running out of time. I will stop here, rest. I will take it tomorrow. The other concept, yes, you have to do it. Okay, so lot of, see, this Informatica, like again, it's like a ocean. We have a lot of things to test it. The other concept, just to test it one by one. We have seen already all this, right? Say upper of, lower of, all the functions we have already seen. Okay, those things, just to test it, you can able to get clear idea what is that. Yeah, thank you all. We will meet tomorrow, the same time, same meeting link. Okay.
Thanks, Chandra.
Yeah. Nitya, you have any questions?
Yes. Actually, if you're trying to save a Excel file, when I save the Excel file as CSV file, it was throwing an error. Like when I was trying to load it, it was throwing an error to me in an expression. It's saying that there is an empty column being meant. Like there is an empty column. Then I was trying to go and look into the file, and just there is a
No,
comma.
see, if you have data in this format, you cannot save this data as a CSV file.
Like there is an exercise for filter, right? Like it says there is an Excel file that was sent and we have to save it as CSV file.
In filter?
Filter, yes.
No, filter, I think I didn't give any. This one?
Yes. And it
Okay,
was
you
like
know, see, you know how to read the data from Excel sheet itself, right? In IICS. Why
yes.
can't you read the data from Excel sheet itself?
Okay.
Okay, so you want to save this as a CSV, right? Go to
Like
file,
it's written in the question. It's written in the
go to,
question like the.
okay, so that's, okay, so you can do it two different ways. See, I will do it. Save
Okay.
as, see these and all, it's like, it's not Informatica related. You can go for comma separated value file. I'm choosing the folder. Not in OneDrive. I'll choose
Like
in desktop. Okay.
I already saved it.
Hmm.
It's same, but there are 2 extra commas being inserted when you save this Excel file into CSV file.
Okay, so those things
And
that's what, see, that's correct. But you have to, you are seeing these two, right?
yeah, that is what it's in the
Yeah,
expression.
that's what,
it's
why
inserted in empty column.
it is creating this one. This is Excel related concept, right? So yeah, whenever I have created the file, okay, might be I have created 2 more extra column. Okay, what you have to do, you have to keep the cursor here. You have to delete this column, entire column. If
Okay.
you are deleting this column, then if you are going for file, save as, desktop, I'm keeping it. Oh. Okay, see, 1 minute, where is this? This is, oh, sorry, saved as,
And if there
saved
are
again,
still
sorry, I have saved as again this Excel.
Okay, yes,
1 minute, save
Mhm.
as, format you have to choose here, CSV. Okay.
And if still the commas exist, do I manually have to remove them?
No, see here, it will
No.
not be available.
Okay.
These are all the Excel concept.
Okay.
See, it is not available, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
Mhm.
the why, because you have the columns in the right hand side. I have created. See
Okay.
these concept. Yes, you have to handle it in real
Mhm.
time project. If you are going with, definitely your source team, they will be giving a lot of incorrect data. So that time you should know, okay, if they are giving like this, you have to inform them, okay, you are, so we are getting 2 more comma here. I think we have some extra field here that we have to remove it. See,
Okay.
while creating this file, right? If you are creating this column extra, something like this, then comma will be available. So just to select this column, make it like delete entire column, then okay, save it. Then it won't have any extra column. But the thing is, you can read a CS Excel file itself. In IICS, okay?
Okay. Mhm.
Mm,
Yeah. Thank you.
yeah. Okay, some data intentionally I have given with all this source file. So as to handle it, okay? Yeah, thank you all. I think we are running out of time. We will meet tomorrow, same time, same link.